G'day and welcome to Projects in Progress. My name's Stephen. Been fishing for the next 3 days. So anyhow, come along for the journey. Should be a good trip. Just to tell you a bit about the channel. It's going to be about four-wheel driving, fishing, travelling, getting outdoors. You know, just about having fun. You know, like different, reviews on things that I've used, that I don't use, what I do like, what I don't like. So that's about what the channel's all going to be about. Having fun, enjoying life, just getting out there, doing it, seeing it. You know what I mean? Anyhow, come along for the ride. Well, boat's in the water, another beautiful day. Sun just coming up over the horizon there. Water calm. You know, it's like glass out now. And now we're just getting everything ready in the boat to head off to our first spot up the lake. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe and like. They really do help the channel and makes it really worthwhile for us to be doing this sort of stuff. So currently we're cruising up the dam, having a look at a bit of structure on the sounder, see what's at the bottom, see if we can find some good fish. Today we're targeting Murray cod, which is an icon Australian freshwater fish that can grow over 1 metre. And 1 metre is the benchmark, really. So like most of these dams, they are well stocked with freshwater fish. In this one here we've got yellow belly or golden perch, Murray cod, and a few bass, Australian bass. But today we're targeting yellow belly and the Murray cod. Moving up to our first location here, I'm actually looking for some more structure along this bank line here. So trying to use the shadow as the sun just hasn't quite got up over the hills at the moment. Normally you'll find the bigger fish. We'll be pushing up towards the bank looking for the smaller bait fish, especially in this time of the twilight hours. As you can see, it's glass out, perfect conditions. Sun's just popped up a little bit higher. Currently it's probably about 20 odd degrees and we're cruising around in about 7 to 8 metres of water. Okay. In the boat you'll also see Andy from Warner's Walkabout. He's currently just putting a new lure on. I've got a lure out the back. We're currently trawling in about 6 to 7 metres there. We're looking for the fish on the sounder. And also coming up on a bit of structure that's very promising. So Andy's getting ready to put the lure in the water at the moment. then we'll have 2 out the back, just trawling along. Some of these lures we go from anywhere between 2 meters right down to 6, 7, 8 meters. As you can see, we're cruising past a bit of structure. There are some pretty good fish on the sounder. Perfect time to be out in the water. And he's just had a bit of a tap on his rod. You may be able to hear in the background those beeping noises. They're fish travelling underneath the transducer and throughout the water column. And he's just had another tap. So at the moment we're saw a couple of nice fish on the sounder and a bit of structure. About 5 meters of water. So we're just going to come back around and go back in through all those trees in the behind us there. Going back over the same area, just from a different angle. Still in about 5 to 6 meters of water. As you can hear in the background, the sound is still going off. There's plenty of fish activity underneath the boat. So on our second pass, so the fish went straight down. Come out of the snags, went straight down. Good hit on the lure. After a pretty good battle, finally get him into the landing net. First one for the day, so that was a good effort. A little bit bigger than what I thought. After putting him on the brag mat, he ended up going 62 centimeters. And just a point to note with Murray cod, just remember to check what your bag limit and what your size limits are, depending on what state you're actually fishing for these in Australia, and if the season's open or closed. So once we got a good measurement of him, time to put him back in the water. So after catching that first one, we're back on the hunt, having a bit more of a trawl, going back over the same area that we just went before. Sounder going off, fish underneath, so That's what those bips in the background are.
Pete's sort of got those trees on either side left and right.
Yeah.
We just around there and do
So we moved over towards those trees, have a bit of a flick at them, put them in coda down, and started to use the electric a little bit more, try and get in closer towards the bank and around those trees. That was right out just in front of us. That was right out just in front of us. After a few hours, we decided to head back to the boat ramp. As you can see, there's quite a few people on the water. Jet skis out. If you haven't hit the subscribe, like and little bell icon, please do. It really does help the channel out, and it'll notify you when we put some more footage up on some more upcoming trips that we'll be covering in the future. Currently we're just cruising up to the boat ramp, letting Andy out. He's going up to grab the car. Okay, currently got the boat out of the water, cruising back through the caravan park. Pretty beautiful spot. Plenty of room around to camp and whatnot. This weekend was a little bit busy. There was water skis out, jet skis as you just saw, and quite a few people out in the water fishing. But all in all, very successful weekend with a cod in the boat. Anyway, once again, thanks for watching. Stay safe and enjoy the water.